This then is the HMO Sorrow, which is in the factory and going to be on its way out soon.
Nice piece, this.
Very nice.
Very, very nice.
Clearance on the base is really cool, where the hand kind of goes into the water. Really nice.
I like a mechanical arm thing situation.
Yeah.
It's a very nice statue. It's quite a beautiful woman.
Very
but it's
nice.
typical. Methuselah was very good with them type of sculpts. I don't know who this Iron Man is. I wanted to know who it was.
This Iron Man is
it Iron Studios? I thought it was Iron Studios, but I wasn't sure.
Iron Studios.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, the face is good for a polystone head.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
It looks great. Yeah, it looks really good. Strong.
Base
strong
needs repainting a little bit. The A. It's a bit of work, but the rest of it's magnificent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not sure about the watery, rusty effect. People are a bit like, "What's that?" But
yeah,
I quite like it. I thought it was pretty cool.
No, I like it. I like it. It looks very nice. Light up good on the base. All light ups around. Kind of on his back, his foot, his hands. They're quite cool. Very cool. Then what would it be if we didn't have another week without George bitching about Joker? So this is the J&D Joker, which is being done. Should be ready to ship soon. I think it's going through thingy QC. Is this from the Bounty of Bathos line? Yep. This is the Thorough is from the Bounty of Bathos line. This then is Godzilla versus Kong, and this is Kami Arts have got the license for that. So there's going to be a one. They say 1/4 scale, but it won't be 1/4 scale. I don't know what they're talking about, because 1/4 scale would be like 7, 8 foot, maybe 10 foot, maybe more. Actually, more than that. So
it would be.
I think what they're talking about. They're talking about that kind of style of in line with
quarter scale statues.
Yeah, because it won't be
so it'll be like very similar to sort of, it'll be like 25 inches sort of statue. Around that 25 to 28 inches.
Meant to be actual typical in line with 1/4 rather than being
but it can't be true 1/4 scale, because he's like something like, what is he, like
160 foot
something feet? Yeah, it's like maybe he is like maybe 200 feet. So
yeah, that'd be ridiculous if it is 1/4 scale. This again is Kami Arts, and this is the movie Megatron. So they got the license for that as well. Not heard of Kami Arts. I don't know anything about them. So, if anyone knows anything about them, or if they've released anything, let me know.
Yeah, let's know what your experience as well.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know, because again, they've just seemed to have come out of nowhere, and they've got quite big licenses, so it would be very interesting. The most recent Godzilla in the last 2 months, and this is up and coming versus one, is 400 foot tall. Yeah. And they're going to say they're going to make a 100 foot statue, which I very much doubt. So yeah, it's going to be like what? So this is going to be like 1/20th scale or something. Then.
Yeah, something ridiculous like that, but it'll be in line with quarter scale sort of sizing. So I reckon it'll be like 25 to 30 inches.
Kami Arts specified and said it would be scaled with 1/4 scale human size.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Looks cool.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of nice detailing on there. Very nice.
Yeah.
This then is the Batman Advanced suit by Josh Nizzi. So this is going to go with the Justice Buster.
Or alone, is it?
Or alone, yeah.
And, clever that they did it that way around.
Well, the thing about this as well, because XM didn't even bother to sell the Iron Man on his own, and I think the Iron Man is actually a really nice Iron Man. It could easily.
It's nice Iron Man.
But with this one, this isn't quarter scale. This is actually an unscaled diorama piece.
They don't have the quarter scale license, do they?
They don't have the quarter scale license, but it looks like they've kind of gone this other route of not having the license for quarter scale, but making it unscaled diorama. But when you look at the measurements, it's very similar to quarter scale.
Yeah.
Just to try and get a loophole on there. So yeah. So there's some nice detailing on there. But again, with the 50 other Batman they've done, it doesn't really look anything special,
No.
Nice detailing there on the back, but you're going to have it covered up with a cape, most likely. And then this one then comes with you can buy the pack with the Justice Buster, and you can then display that there. Justice Buster looks pretty cool.
It does, yeah.
Looks very nice. All the Justice League elements on the base on there. Some really cool things going on, and
some nice angles on this that I kind of like. I like the visor head as well. The visor head I like.
I don't know whether you can switch out these heads to go on the actual.
Yeah, I think you can.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool then. Yeah.
So I think you can put them on the Batman, and I think you can put them on the Buster, like the Justice Buster as well.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
So you can sort of have so you have the thing head like that, and then as you go through the pictures, there's a couple of different headed Batmans that are
so you can have him. You can have him either there to the side. You can have him standing on the base where you take off some of the elements, or you can have him actually inside the head switch out. The gun looks cool there.
Yeah, there's all LEDs in there, all lights up.
Yeah, 88. That's not as bad as I thought that was actually. 88 by 72 by 75. It's still a beast. It's still a monster.
Monster.
Yeah. And then that's kind of inside all the light up like that.
Yes, yeah.
I hope that's actually does light up like that. That's not them.
Yeah, I hope it's not an effect. I thought the same when I saw it. Because in the pictures, that looks more like an effect than actual light.
Yeah. I hope it's all lit up though.
It'll be a bit of a fucking uproar if it's not.
Supposedly that cape is going to be full leather. For that price, I mean, yeah, you need to be gold on his chest as well. So just
I think this looks really good. I think this is a really nice looking piece.
Good old crooked face. So yeah, so his post, Mark Carlin both saying his face weren't in line. Chris Verdi, this Buster. I don't know what to do. 4K is crazy. Irish AKP when it's saying in their group that it's 1/4 scale. Yeah, someone was saying something about though that they don't have the 1/4 scale license. It's not meant to be 1/4 scale, but
they don't have the 1/4 scale license, so it shouldn't be 1/4 scale. So they shouldn't be saying it is.
I got the XM Hogbuster and it was 3,300. I don't know if I can do 4K. Yeah, and shipping and whatever. Yeah. Supposedly the cape's with leather. That looks fire. If you live in the USA, spec fiction includes shipping with the Justice Buster. Geo's correct, interchangeable on both Justice Buster and Batman. No, I don't know about that. I've got to call Todd. Okay, talk about that. Going to be a killer in shipping for us in New Zealand.
Fucking cane you on taxes, bro, as well.
Shipping to the US, and he sent out an email yesterday talking about spec fiction. I got that email. I'll have a look. Okay.
If you're doing 4K,
yeah,
if you're doing 20%, which you are over here, man, that's big money. That's $800 in taxes alone.
Yeah, and that's apparently scaled up against the Hulkbuster.
Yeah,
so it's a big old piece.
It is.
This ends a tease for King Hulk by
Queen Studios, right? Yeah.
Yep. So King Hulk on Throne.
Been done in fan art form, though, isn't it? This. What scale is this?
I think this is core.
Oh, it could be very interesting then.
Well, I know it's been done in fan art form, but was it done very well? Was it done well enough to not make anyone else make it? No.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. And Queen Studios.
And it's hard because Gladiator Hulk has been done quite a bit. Sideshow have done him twice. Bowen have done him as well. A few other people have done him. Some fan art people have done him as well. So it's been done quite a bit. So I guess, XM are now doing it as well. So it's kind of like, you've got battle mode, you've got standing mode, you've got museum mode, you've got throne. So there's just a lot of that, it's very Queen Studios being later in the game with this, with the tease. Wherever they went, it had already been done before them.
Yeah. So evening to Short Chins.
Yo.
It's going to be tricky making this monster as a $50 plastic children's toy in a custom form. Yeah. And there you go. So this is like about one of the kind of film pieces that looks great. I mean, the face on It's fantastic. So this is Tom Holland.
It says Queens.
Yeah. So
It's
this looks
amazing.
great. This isn't silicon. This is polystone. So
It's amazing. Really special, that. That's a fucking likeness and a half, that is.
Yeah, there's no doubt about who that is. You know,
No.
but then, I mean,
it doesn't look like he's slightly retarded younger brother, that's for sure.
And then this is the Burning Godzilla by
This is really cool.
Spiral Studios. This is so yeah. This is from King
Same
of
outfit that did the Ghidorah, the massive fucking Ghidorah.
Yeah. Well, this ain't small. This is like over a meter tall.
So fucking cool.
Yeah, and that's it. Like lit up, not so lit up.
That's really cool if that's the case.
That's the paint, and that's the way it looks. Then yeah, they've done a fantastic job.
Doesn't look like that on that though, does it? Just looks like edit.
Yeah,
it does. Doesn't look like that's how it's going to look. But yeah, I mean, let's see.
I mean, that's cool looking. Very cool looking. Yeah, the effect on it looks fantastic if they can do that. And that is, I think, the same Godzilla, and he switches out, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to work it out.
Must be that them Mothra wings attach.
It looks like it.
Because that's when he does the thing, doesn't he? The other weapon that he has, because he has like an array of weapons, doesn't he? Yeah. That's right though. King Kong's got a fucking axe.
He's got.
And we're all meant to believe that that's going to be even remotely. Do you know what I thought about the other day when I watched the trailer?
What?
You know what I thought about? I remembered an old Godzilla film that I watched a long time ago, where Mechagodzilla comes into the city and starts like killing everyone, like burning everything. And he looks just like Godzilla, and then Godzilla comes. Yeah. And there's like two of them, and they're looking at each other, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then Godzilla starts shooting like atomic breath in the other Godzilla and fighting with him, and bits of his skin start breaking away to reveal the metal thing that's underneath him. And I suddenly come to the realization that maybe Godzilla fighting against Kong isn't Godzilla.
Oh, you're sort of saying that basically it's the same route where he comes in and starts fucking everything up.
I think they're going to have Godzilla come out, Mechagodzilla come out and start. Because there's this bit where they're talking about in the trailers. Love you. There's a part in the trailer where they're going, Godzilla's like killing people and we don't know why, and all of this sort of thing. And the sort of the angle that they used in the trailer was like that they're rivals, and because you can't paint Godzilla to be the savior of two films and then have him all of a sudden turn and be the villain. So I was drastically confused about what is going on. So what I think when I was looking at it, because at first I was like, he's getting his ass kicked and I can't understand what's going on here. In order to like, this is an oversell, like I said to you before. It's almost like wrestling, where it's like putting someone over. You know, like I explained that concept to you because you're like, what? But it was very much like that. And they're trying to convince the audience that Kong can have a chance. He has no chance, but Kong can have a chance, all of this. So then I was thinking, maybe it's exactly like the classic Godzilla, where he has skin. So he looks like Godzilla and he's like fighting and he's blowing up the city and he's doing all these things. And they go to get Kong to help. And then Kong comes and they fight. And then, you know, Kong probably starts to lose, and then Godzilla comes and, you know, they both team up and they have to, it has to be both of them versus Mechagodzilla.
Right, bad news, man.
What's that? Oh, you got them all. Is that a third one, bro?
That's one.
Dude, do you know that they're about like fucking, you know that they're about like 170 calories each?
Well, that's 24 of them. and I actually ate half a pack of another one, like just before eating them. So
I'm telling you, they're about 130 to 140 calories each.
I just had 36 of them.
you big fat fuck.
Yeah. Well, Stuart Murray sort of saying, Mechagodzilla is actually in the movie. You can see him in the trailer just for a few seconds. Remember the end of Godzilla when they find King Ghidorah's head.
Yes, I
which
do. Yeah,
Godzilla is in the movie. It's not Godzilla fighting with Kong. Godzilla and Kong will team up and fight Mecha.
I think you're right.
Post credits to Bad Guys was made Mecha Godzilla from the King Ghidorah remains. I'm
Maybe.
pretty stoked for Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah, I'm looking
Ah, yeah,
forward.
me too, man. I fucking
In Skull Island, Kong.
I had a sex we watching that trailer.
Yeah. In Skull Island, Kong was 104 feet tall, approximately 60 tons. Godzilla is king of the monsters of 40 feet and approximately 100,000 tons. Yeah, but if you remember, in Skull Island, that's set back in like the 50s or something, wasn't it? Or quite far back. So he's obviously had, like, all that time.
He is actually meant to be apparently in Skull Island. Kong is meant to be a juvenile.
Yeah, you can tell.
Right, he's meant to be like a pup. He's only young. But here's the interesting thing: if you remember in Skull Island, they start talking about these like caverns underneath the earth. Do you remember when they're doing all the seismic charges and they're saying there's like these big caverns, and obviously they talk about it also in King of the Monsters, where how Godzilla can travel and get to places so much faster because he's going through the center of the earth. He's like going through these pockets. There's an interesting bit in the trailer as well where Kong's like got some fucking snake like fucking kaiju thing, and he's fucking throwing it into an oven. And if you look at the background, of Kong when he's doing that, he looks like the ceiling, the sky looks like mountains upside down. So it looks like it's a prehistoric world that he's in. And then when you look above him, because I paused it and I was looking because I spotted it, I was like, it's fucking upside down mountains there. So I think he's underneath the ground fighting with the other monsters.
Well, in that's also the same as in fucking Pacific Rim, and they were meant to be because Pacific Rim obviously they do go through the pockets underneath the earth, aren't they?
Something to do with the trench, Mariana Trench.
I can't remember.
This is the thing that they're talking about in Skull Island that you overlook. They're talking about that they believe that underneath the earth there's all this space that monsters still live in. That's what they believe. And the skull crawlers come out of the ground, don't they? So it's just going to be interesting because I think they're going to go quite a fun way with this because you're thinking about it and you're thinking, how can these two coexist? And I guess Kong's probably going to have to walk somewhere.
No, Kong in canon has never been over 150 feet tall, though they're just going to massively increase him 400% larger than Kong ever was.
It's kind of weak. I agree with you. I think to make it even remotely pliable to a fight. I mean, you've got to remember, when the classic Kong, he climbs up a building and fucking destroys planes and and gets beaten by planes with like fucking machine guns on them. And Godzilla is hundreds of feet beyond city skyline. So, Kong's hanging on a building, Godzilla just stands on the building. So there's not a fight there of any description. So if we remember Origins and sort of how they're built and how big they're meant to be, it's not a match at all.
Natalia and I sat down and watched some of the King Kong versus Godzilla original battle. And
62 or 64, 62.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's not bad.
Lego City.
It's literally like King Kong is well like a sneaky little bitch where he kind of like he stands there and he literally throws a couple of rocks at King Godzilla and then fucking runs away. And then
but tell me you did not piss your pants laughing when Kong throws the rock, slips, and falls face first into a massive boulder, knocks himself unconscious.
No, do you know what I did see is I saw the bit. I think he throws a rock, and then he kind of like he runs around and he hides behind a rock, and then Godzilla goes looking for him, and then Godzilla walks past him and he grabs his tail and tries to pick him up, and it doesn't work.
But then they have this thing where they come out with like, there's this thunderclouds around. Oh yeah, electricity makes Kong stronger, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's bad. It's well bad. When I watched it, I was just like, oh my god. And then
I watched it with Georgie. I put that on and I watched it with him because it's like not threatening at all.
Yeah.
And because he's only just over 2, and he loved it. But then I've got into trouble because You know, like if you go onto like Netflix, I typed in Tyrannosaurus Rex, right?
Yeah.
So I'm watching Tyrannosaurus. The next thing that came on was when in the original Peter Jackson King Kong, he fights 3 Tyrannosaurus Rexes. Yeah. And do you know what he says to his mum next morning? Monkey breaks T-Rex's mouth. And she's like, what was that? I was like,
nothing.
I'm just like, oh, my fucking days. But the best part, so I get shit for this for fucking 2-3 days. I'm getting shit for this. And I'm like, look, it happened, dude. They were fighting, he'd have a problem, and then all of a sudden Kong just grabs him, like snaps his jaw off. What am I meant to, like, it happened so fast? She's like, you fucking knew it was coming, you fucking liar. You fucking know that movie back to front and fucking upside down, you fucking piece of shit. You should have not let him watching all this stuff. Oh, so okay. And then what happens? I was having a lay in, and she's down with the baby. I come down. He's a right little fucking grass, my son. I come down the stairs. He goes,
"Hi, Dad."
This is who he goes to be. It's like, Dad. I was like, yeah. He's like, flamingo, right? Flamingo eats baby flamingo. I'm like, what? And she's just like got her head in her hands. She's put on David Attenborough thing, some nature program, and some storks are eating fucking baby flamingos. So she's watching it with him, and obviously it's happened kind of fast, where there's like baby flamingos or whatever else, and they're all being eaten by the storks. Because fucking storks are well vicious, man.
Yeah.
And so they deliver babies. They eat babies and fucking storks, man. They're terrifying. And he grasped her up, and I just turned around and went, I said, See how fucking easy it is? Not so fucking easy, is it? You put your shit on, you think it's all going to go okay, and then all of a sudden, baby flamingos are getting fucking swallowed alive. How fucking traumatizing do you think that is for the poor child?
Anyway,
literally within a couple of days that happened. It was brilliant.
Yeah, back on track. Birds eating.
Still on track.
All right. Anyway, that's the light up effect there. Look at that.
If that's really how it looks, it's outstanding.
Yeah. Then you got the Superman call to action. I like this piece.
Love this piece. Yeah, love this piece too.
I think Sideshow did a great job on this.
It's this where you realise just how important mixed media is.
Yeah.
Heavy jacket, suit, clothing, all of this. You can't sculpt this. You can't sculpt it to look better than how it looks there. I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
that's fucking unbelievable. That is. That's a beautiful piece. That.
This then is the XM Deadpool Paul Gigley's pictures. So he just got this in, and nice pictures.
Yeah, he's happy with it. He's a little concerned about the lean on it. Not the lean, like how much it moves.
Yeah, there's like a shake. Yeah.
So we'll have to see. I've told him to measure it there, like to check, make sure it doesn't. He's been assured that if that they stand by it and that there's not going to be a problem. I hate this piece.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this piece. I really am not a fan of this at all. He's really impressed with it. Like Paul Gigley's like really impressed with
he says it's one of his top pieces. One of his top pieces.
He really loves this piece. I just don't like it at all.
Steve Lord can sculpt in a single afternoon. I don't know if that's talking about the Superman. Wiggle. Yeah. Don't stop moving, baby. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the piece. I actually don't mind it. I don't have an issue with it at all. I like it. I don't like the exclusive parts. In all honesty, I prefer the regular. I don't like the rocket skates. I don't like the frame. I prefer this version here. I think it does what it needs to do. I think also pairing off with Cable looks great. Looks nice there.
It does. It does. It definitely adds a lot of levity and comedic value. I mean, the close-up pictures are where you can see the qualities of it, the textures and the detail is outstanding. The work is outstanding. I want no issue. The statue is a beautiful statue. I just don't like the concept and design at all. I just don't like it. So, but I think that the way it's been done has been done very, very well.
Last piece with Daniel Bell, that was.
Yeah, I'm not a big Daniel Bell fan, I've got to be honest. I think he's probably one of the most overrated sculptors out there today. I'm not a massive fan at all. In fact, you'll be hard pressed to find me pieces that I actually like other than ones I actually dislike. To be honest, it'll be very difficult.
Oh, he's talking about the mixed media side, saying, I prefer sculpting. I mean, look at the P1 Joker, Bahimo. This is beautiful. That is actually an exception to the rule because that Bahimo one is
It is a
phenomenal
very much.
sculpted. But when
It
you
is,
look at
but it's
when you look at some of the other pieces with the suit, so like the original Sideshow Joker as well. I mean, if they tried to sculpt that, it wouldn't look anything like that, you know. Wouldn't look anything like
but the what's his name Joker is an exception. No, it's an exceptional piece just in general.
Then this is the paint up of the Gladiator Hulk. So we repainted it for the prototype. So there's some more shading and things gone into this.
Looks better now.
Looking good. Got that Seng picture in the background of Seng as
Yeah,
Kingpin.
it's well funny, isn't it? It's fine.
You still got yours?
Yeah.
What did you get?
What do you mean?
Did you get Thanos? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I got Silver Surfer. Yeah. I'm trying to remember which one you got. That's Scan. Drew does. So detailing, obviously, with this hand, he holds the sword, so you can see there the groove on the thumb, and then it's great texturing there on the kind of squid thing there. Looks better there actually.
It does, yeah.
And also the colours aren't so vibrant because I think a lot of the people, again at the cons, when they take pictures of these things, they crank up the saturation, and sometimes it looks great in pictures, and sometimes it don't. You know.
It can't win all the time.
Hawkman, we went over that last week, so this has gone up for pre-order. So this is a 1/6 scale XM Hawkman.
Very classic, it was cool.
So that's size. This one, I really like this. I actually really like the.
What's he fucking carrying in his head?
That's the lid for where he's coming out of. So basically, he's inside like a capsule, like a suit. It's like a spaceship. So it's like a Kryptonian ship, and he's kind of like landed on Earth in his ship. Do you know, like when Superman's a baby and he lands?
Yeah.
He's in one of those, and then he's like busting it open to get out. So he's got the top of it, like on top of his hand.
Well, it looks like a Sentinel, though, doesn't it?
A lot of people said that, yeah.
Because the colour choices are similar, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot of people said
like metallic and purples. I mean, might want to address it. I mean, is that how it looks in the comics?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Stuart Murray if he's listening.
Because really, if it doesn't look like that in the comics, if it's different colours, I suggest they change it because it looks a little too similar to Sentinel colours to me. It's too close. It looks like he's got half a Sentinel's head in his hand.
It does.
If that's the colours, then there's nothing you can do. That's just life. You just have to see, Sentinel is Superman fucking up Sentinels and all.
Yeah.
I love the rest of it though. I literally, I think I would love to see
Michael Turner head. I love that Michael Turner head, the long hair, beard.
I love all the smoke effect or water effect, whatever that is, that's coming out.
Like a mist. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
it's got great poise to it, great pose. I just don't like it looking so much like Sentinel parts.
Yeah.
So,
is that the concept of the one core scale? Statue. They're talking about that. The feathers look more like leaves. I thought it was Brainiac's head, not Carlin. It's not a ship. It's a regeneration pod that brings him back to life and regenerates him. That's why the liquid swirling. And is it that color though, Stuart?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, that was the question.
What color does it look like?
Rather than look, Stuart, rather than telling me I'm just fucking wrong, just tell me the fucking color.
We just want the colors, yeah. Jesus Christ.
All right. Apparently, after Doomsday Killing, this seems to be a new design and the color scheme for the character, but I really like it. Okay, it's approving of it. And then that's, it
doesn't look so. Look, go back there. Yeah, it's just got them purples in it. I just want to change them purples and pinks out, just a different color to them.
Yeah,
would be ideal. The rest of it looks good, man. It's a nice piece. It's a nice piece.
Right, it's great texturing there on the suit.
Yeah, beautiful. It's a beautiful job. Very nice.
And this doesn't help because there's no measurement on that.
Honestly, I mean, fucking, it's so. I don't even know what that is. I just sent a picture because I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, so now we're on to the custom side, and basically, I don't
Some
know what
dude
this
punching
is.
another dude in the face.
So this is where we need, basically,
Oh, anime guys, where are you? Who the fuck
anyway,
is this
come,
guy?
come on.
Who is this geezer punching another guy in the face and like wrecking his face? Go for some more pictures.
Right, so just replying to something there. So yeah, this is quite a cool like pose where he's like slamming him down. I do like that.
Yeah, it's like cracking him. His arms like up there, like slamming him into the ground, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm hoping we're going to get. There we go. This is All Might, and this is Massive Rogue versus. Wait, Massive Rogue versus. This is All Might from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
All Might for all the one. This is the Somei piece, is it not? It might be Somei. I don't know. It looks like might not be. Is this licensed or not? I don't even know.
No idea.
So
I don't
yeah,
know.
My Hero Academia.
I thought I'd just throw it in there and fuck everything up. That's what I was going with.
Thanks, man. Thanks. And it's
Doing
also
so
got that
well.
Magneto in the background. That one taking a shit.
Yeah. Constipated Magneto.
Yeah. Apparently, that's Somei, and someone's saying it's Boku, No Hero Academia, All Might. Okay. Yeah, it's
I'll
Somei.
take your word for it.